Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Aliyah Bryant. Here's what we have in the bulletin. PNP leader warns of prolonged economic downturn. Education Ministry pushes solar power in schools. And later in sports, JCA President criticizes Issa over lack of support for schoolboy cricket. Thank you for joining us. Here are the details. Jamaica's economic performance is again under scrutiny. Speaking at a PNP town hall meeting in Hanover Wednesday night, opposition leader Mark Golding raised concerns about prolonged negative growth and the pace of the country's recovery. Anthony Atkinson reports.
Opposition leader Mark Golding says the government's approach to reconstruction needs urgent attention, including the proposed National Agency for Reconstruction and Recovery, or NARA. He also spoke about the pace of Jamaica's recovery and reconstruction efforts following Hurricane Melissa.
Can you expect anything different when the government sees a disaster and does not respond in a comprehensive way to get people back on their feet? And I must tell you, we heard the announcement last December about this massive envelope of international funding, $6.7 billion that would be there to reconstruct Jamaica. But Jamaica needs reconstruction now. It needed it yesterday and the day before. And we're not seeing anything being done to get this thing going.
Mr. Golding said the agency's role extends beyond the response to Hurricane Melissa. He linked the initiative to broader concerns about economic growth and the government's handling of bureaucratic barriers.
NARA was originally supposed to be the response to Hurricane Melissa damage. It has nothing to do with Hurricane Melissa. NARA is a way that the government is trying to deal with a situation that they failed to deal with for the 10, 11 years coming up that they've been in power, where they have not been able to create an environment where the economy is growing at any meaningful pace. And they're saying, well, the reason for that is because things take too long and the bureaucracy is too inflexible.
Mr. Golding also spoke about transparency and accountability under the proposed framework, including the way private sector projects could be prioritized. He said the agency is not yet fully operational, while reconstruction needs remain acute in communities affected by the hurricane.
Therefore, NARA is going to be a way that Andrew Holness, as Prime Minister, can, if necessary in his mind, circumvent and get around any bureaucratic hurdle and just push everything through. But we are not even going to know, because it's not going to be made public, when those powers are exercised. There's no accountability in the structure of NARA. And private investors investing over $15 million can apply to be put on a list that they can get the benefit of the push through of their projects. That's a recipe for corruption.
Anthony Atkinson, TVJ News.
Education Ministry powering ahead with a major push to bring solar energy to schools. The move aims to strengthen schools against power disruptions while cutting electricity costs and freeing funds for education.
But I want to tell you, though, that e-learning is already starting that work. So we understood the issue of the electricity concern. And especially with Hurricane Melissa, that showed us a lot of concerns where schools couldn't come back up because of electricity challenges. So solar has to be a part of our strategy.
Speaking at the 62nd Jamaica Teachers Association conference in Trelawney on Wednesday, Dr. Morris Dixon says while public-private partnerships remain on the table, the government is moving decisively to fast-track the rollout of solar power in schools.
Areas right now, but we will be doing solar. And we've started with 42 schools, 6 schools in each region will be getting solar, and we are in the process of doing a request for proposal through eLearning Jamaica. So we are starting on that journey to solar now. And my view on this is that where we can cut the electricity costs, that's more that I can give back to the schools for operational costs. And so that savings will come directly back to you in your schools.
The Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, has immediately changed how judges are assigned to judicial panels. Under the new arrangement, all CCJ judges will sit on every panel unless a judge is formally excused for a legitimate reason. Now, the court says the change is intended to strengthen consistency, transparency, and flexibility while improving the efficient administration of justice. The move follows controversy over allegations of panel fixing and attempts to influence case outcomes involving CCJ President Justice Winston Anderson. Justice Anderson has denied the allegations, calling them untrue. The Regional Judicial and Legal Services Commission has also ordered an independent review of the claims. Now, the CCJ says the revised panel arrangements take effect immediately. Director of Public Prosecutions Claudette Thompson has described her appointment as King's Counsel KC as a personal honor and a renewed responsibility to serve the public and uphold justice. Her appointment was confirmed in a July 24, 2026 letter signed by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen. Ms. Thompson became DPP in December 2025, becoming the second woman to hold the post. She joined the Office of Public Prosecutions in 2007 and has handled several high-profile cases. This includes the Klansman and Uchence Wilson gang prosecutions and the Noel Maitland matter. She says the recognition carries a responsibility to uphold excellence, integrity, courage, and professionalism. Taxi operators in the Spanish town Point Hill area took to the road in protest, calling for urgent attention to the deteriorating roadway on Wednesday. The operators say the poor condition of the road is making it difficult to carry out their daily work and is also creating safety concerns for motorists and residents. The demonstration remained peaceful, with the taxi operators appealing for assistance to have the road repaired so they can continue serving commuters in the area.
We're suffering from some bad road. The transport authority then depend way looking for proper fixment for the vehicle. We should where you can't have a vehicle in this poor condition of road and expect if it fit. So we appeal to our Member of Parliament, Dr. Christopher Tufton, if he could come out and assist us. We are not trying to bully him in, but we're just begging, appealing for a little better road.
We can't go safely. It's not safely. It's not safely. We can't go sit down and wait for that happen. We have to go and continue. Because remember, we're the pony already. We've been a run up and down pony already. We're just tired of it. So we have to start out, we get where we want to get. So we have to continue. Work.
Zone Commander for St. Catherine North, DSP Albert Linton, says the police have engaged the taxi operators and are working with them to find solutions to the challenges affecting the area.
There's no much concerns about them doing something illegal, because we all understand that we as demonstrations are concerned. As long as it is peaceful, then their voices can be heard. And so we are just here just to make sure that the law is being maintained and that people can pass and traverse as easy and they get the necessary attention.